Start recording and let's go. In this video, I will minimize derivation in array. In the program, you are given a none of n elements, and you can perform two types of operations. Divide an even element by 2 and multiply an odd element by 2. You can perform any number of time, any number of this operation. Okay, guys, and the program require the minimum derivation, and the minimum derivation is the maximum difference between two elements. Let's take one example to explain how to solve this. Get the problem, get the example, and like this. Right here, the element 4, 1, 5, 20, and 3. For each element, following the rules, the element can turn at most if it's an odd element. The element can be at most the element multiplied 2, and it's an even element. The greater element the element can be is itself, like this. If it's 4, the maximum element is the 4. Is 2, the maximum element is 2. Oops. If it's 1, the maximum is 2. If it's 5, the maximum is 10. If it's 12, the maximum is 12 itself, and the element is 3, the maximum is 6. Okay, it's the maximum number that one element can be. Then I can divide the number until they become odd, like this. 4 become 2 and 1. 2 become 1 and so. 10 become 5 and 20 become 10 and 5 and 6 become 3 and n. Okay, we have this element. In the program, I can transform each element and one of this element. Each element I can transform into one of this element. Okay, then if I start with arbitrary sequence like this, 2, 1, 10, 10, 6, let's write in the increase order. 2, 6, 10, 10. If I check one arbitrary sequence, I have only two ways to decrease the maximum difference. Is moving, is increasing the smallest number, or decrease the biggest number. The other change I can do, I can only increase the maximum difference, because if I change the 6, and if the 6 become more, 10 or less than 1, the maximum difference will increase it. Okay, knowing this, if I have one arbitrary sequence, the only way then that I can make to decrease the answer is increase the minimum or decrease the maximum. We have two ways to solve the problem. I can start with start with the maximum number of each element and try decrease this, or I can start with the minimum number of each element and increase this. The easiest way is start with the maximum and move decrease like this. Start with 4, 2, 10, 20, and 6. Start with 2, 4, 6, 10, and 20. If I start with the maximum number of this element, I can make only one move. The move is decrease the maximum. Because if I already start with the maximum, I cannot increase more. Then the program will simulate this iteration. In the first, the answer is 20 minus 2. If I decrease the 20, the 20 become 10. Then I have 10 here. The answer is 18. Make the same, transform and 5, and another 10 and 5. The answer is 6 minus 2 equals to 4, and I can decrease the 6, turn into 3. Oops. 4, 3, 5, 5. The minimum answer is 3. Then if I check here, the example 2, it's okay. Then for do this, it's pretty simple. I already solved the problem and check this. No, this solution. Okay. For simulate the problem, we can store all numbers in one set, because in the set I can storage and access the minimum number and the maximum number easily. Then the first thing first is storage all numbers on the set, all maximum numbers. If the number is odd, the maximum number is the number multiplied 2. It is even, the number itself. And the simulate is pretty easy. While I can move the minimum number to the left, while I can decrease the minimum, no, the maximum. While I can decrease the maximum number, and I can decrease if the number is even. Simulate stores the number, divide by 2, delete the number, and check the answer again. Yes, this is the easiest way to simulate to the maximum, from the maximum to the minimum. But you can simulate in the opposite way, moving to the minimum from the maximum. But it's pretty complicated because if you start with the minimum number, let's change the color. If we start with the minimum number, you will need to store the maximum number is possible to become. Because if you start with 32, for example, 32, the maximum number is 32, but they can become too many numbers. Divide, 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 divide. Okay, then for each number, you will need to store the minimum number and the maximum number, because on, only with the minimum, you really don't know how many you can increase the number. Then for do this, you will store one set of the small number and the biggest number that you can turn each number, and make the same. Catch the 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 smallest number and increase the number. Erase the smallest number and check the answer again. It's the same idea, but pretty complicated because you need to store two elements in the set, the small and the big. Let's submit this answer. Submit using one simple set and beat many solution. And the second one, submit this and it's the same speed, not too many difference. Okay guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you notice some English errors, please comment below, because I am English learning. Thank you for watching and see you next time.